So without further ado, today I'm going to give you guys all of those tools. You're going to set up 3 artboards. This is the last practice, okay? And on those 3 artboards, the first one you're going to do is a line segment, okay? So I'm just either with a pen tool or the line segment tool, and I have about a 5-point line, okay? The second one, you're going to do a hexagon, all right? And you're going to draw, and I just put my little tool up there so I can just copy, all right, when I need it. And then this one down here, you can just do your choice. So whichever the shapes from yesterday, have at it, okay? If you want to do more than that, go ahead up to your artboards and add a new artboard, or maybe down on your choice, maybe you want to use a couple different shapes. Again, this is for you and your brain and see what happens, okay? So I'm going to just I'm going to do it this way. I'll just grab a quick little line segment. I could have just copied and pasted it, but I'm going to show you what the width tool does. The width tool doesn't work on shapes, okay, to my knowledge. The width tool works on line segments. So let's say you're going to draw a fence for your spooky Halloween or your cute little whatever gradient scene that you're going to, whatever it is, 2-dimensional work you're going to create. Or maybe you want some rays, or maybe whatever it is, okay? I can just simply click and drag out, and it will make my line fatter, okay? So just like that, maybe I have, I don't know, Dracula's, what kills Dracula? A wooden stake or whatever. I'm just kidding, okay? But just like that, I have some sort of little shape, okay? Maybe those little kitten whiskers, I don't know, okay? What, Mason? How do you make them again? I just used the width tool, and I just pulled out, I just click on it. Oops, I already did that sign. So you're just going to have to play with it. So I went to the width tool, and then it just pulls it out. Okay? I don't want a plus sign. I want the little, I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I did it angled. I must have pulled one of the anchor points. I don't know. All right? So just remember, any anchor point can be moved. If you see a little target sign, there you go. All right? So that's the width tool. It does not, oops, I don't have it. There we go. Okay, use letter V on your keyboard, Alt to make, and then I'm just putting my mouse so I get the little double handle error. Okay, wow, that's pretty neat too. All right, I'll just pull out some more copies, and then I'm just going to go through here, and I'm going to do the warp tool. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that I turned down my warp tool to be intensity of 20, and the details down a little bit, so just have a little fun with it. And the warp tool will just warp, and I just left click and I drag. So I can get like cool little things like that.
It looks like a witch's hat.
Hey! Or maybe a spooky branch.
No, like.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And maybe if I took like an oval and I filled it with black, and maybe I distorted it, and then maybe I use my width tool at the bottom and make that a little bit wider, then maybe I could have, wow, look at us. We're learning how to draw in Illustrator by putting shapes together. Woo! I told you from the very beginning, drawing in Illustrator is more like sculpting. That's what it is. All right? It's like putting pieces together and grouping them, and there we go. All right, and then you're just going to go through pucker, twirl tool, pucker tool, bloat tool. It won't be as exciting on the line segment tool, all right, as it will be when you get over to the hexagon tool, okay? The width tool does not work, okay, on shape. So I'm just going to skip that, okay? And then I'm just going to warp this, and I have to left click and I drag, okay? Or maybe I want to drag out. So I can really start kind of shaping, but once again, I turn down my tool to not be super intense, okay? Some of you guys will be at 50, or I don't know what the default is. Let's just go to 100, okay? It does like crazy stuff, okay? Like that's like a starfish splat, I don't know, radioactive. You turn that green, I got a big pile of slime. you know? So anywho, so you'll go through and you're going to have some fun with this, and you're going to see what the scallop tool does on your shapes and whatnot, but just put it on a fresh shaped, I got like little palm trees, you know? Double click on it. Again, the intensity for me, you can change the size, you can change the angle of the brush. All right. I don't think I need to demo everything. I will tell you this hexagon right here, the twirl tool. If you want to twirl something in the opposite direction. So I will demo that and then I will let you go, because again, it's really just you learning these tools. All right. So when I get to, let's go, twirl tool. All right. Let's double click. And my intensity is 100. That's way too much. Way too much. Okay. I meant your default will be 90, I believe, or 45 or whatever it is. Okay. And it will do something like that. That's still, it went way too fast. I didn't have control over it. And that's what intensity does. Okay. I'm going to go, let's go 10. And let me zoom in here. Okay. And that brush. All right. And then if I want to go the opposite direction, I need to just put in, oh, that's why. It wasn't intensity. It's the, no wonder why it was so fast. I was like, what am I doing wrong? Hold on. Your twirl, it literally says twirl weight, right? That's what it was. I was like, that's not how it was before. There we go. Okay. And then if you want to go the opposite direction, you just put a negative. You want to go negative 20 or whatever the twirl rate, or maybe, I think. Yep. There you go. Okay. So if you want to go the other direction, okay. And then if you want, then you can select certain anchor points and do whatever. So they do kind of cool things. I did opposite. That's why. If I would have done it, maybe that's a snake coming out of a pot, a cobra. Maybe it's a bonsai tree. Maybe I go on top of this now and I'll use my warp tool and I'll just kind of drag up. Sculpt a little flower or something. I don't know. It's pretty crazy what you can do in Illustrator and not really have to know really what the heck you're going to be doing. Maybe it's a Venus flytrap. Then I put some shapes on top of it. Okay, you have to remember you're building. Eventually, you're just building shapes on top of shapes. That's what it is. All right, but today you're just getting all these fun tools. And then down here, you can decide whatever it is that you want, whatever shape you want. Maybe you want to do lines. Maybe you want to start building something down here. That's fine. I just want to see some more independent thought. Okay, when you're all said and done, it's going to be saved to your cloud, exported as JPEG. Don't have to use Artboard, so it saves as one file. And there you go. All right.